Look where I am now.
Benny is showing off right now.
Where are you?
I'm here. I sleep here tonight. I'm with my van. Look at guys. I'm here with my van, and I want to sleep here tonight. Look at this.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Where
Yeah,
is
great.
that in Italy, Benny?
It's in the Dolomite. How do you call it in English? Yeah, Dolomite, I think. I think it's the most important and most beautiful part of the mountain in Italy. It's crazy for skiing, it's crazy for climbing. Very, very, very good. Oh, you know what? It's the city of Giorgio Moroder. It's called Ortisei. Ortisei. It's the city. If you go to check, it's born here. It's crazy.
It is absolutely gorgeous. We have two absolute legends with us right now on America's Dance 30. One is the godfather of dance music. The other now has 7 number ones, which is insane. Benny Benassi, ANABEL England, welcome back to America's Dance 30.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. Hi, Annabelle. Sexy. How are you?
Hi, so good to see you again.
Last time was in the club, Brian. We performed the song together in California. Yeah, it was 3 months ago. 2 months ago. I don't remember.
Was that the first time that you guys met in person in real life?
Yeah. I think yes.
Was it awkward or was it fine?
That's just kind of how it goes in the dance scene. Like, I mean, I'm sure this is how it is with like famous actors and actresses too. Like, you know of each other, and then when you see each other like on the red carpet or something, you're like, hey, you know, because you're like all in the same thing. So I feel like we had spoken, we'd seen each other, we worked on music, and that's very common. Like especially since COVID happened, like I hadn't met a lot of the people who I worked with until just recently. Yes, you included. But then when you see them, it's like, hey, what's up? And, you know, it's like you already kind of know this person. It's like we knew each other. It wasn't like, oh, I'm meeting him for the first time. It was just like we were already friends.
That's kind of how it went because during the pandemic, I had a chance to speak with Sophie Tucker a few times, but we had never met in person. And then we finally met in person. And leading up to it, I got to be honest, I was like, man, this is going to be so awkward. I don't know how this is going to go. Kind of like how you and I are going to be, ANABEL, when we finally meet in person. But it was awesome. Like, it was so comfortable. But, you know, Benny, it has been a long time since we've caught up. I think it's been almost a year. Let's talk really quick about this triathlon that you did. Oh, my God.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
How did that go?
Because, sometimes I'm crazy. And one of my friends asked me, say, hey, I want to do this kind of triathlon because it was a little bit different. The circuit called Terra, X Terra. And it's crazy because it's not race bike, but it's mountain bike.
Oh, God.
It was on the mountain. And I say, okay, I can do it. But it was really, to be honest, it was really hard because we started with swimming on the lake, and after we biking on the mountain, and we ran and we climb on the mountain. You know, it was not a normal run, but was a kind of experience for my brain, you know, and for my inspiration. But it was a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
But I like to be crazy sometimes. Sorry, guys.
I gotta be honest, I'm exhausted just listening to all of that went into that. Yeah. ANABEL, you want to get together this weekend and do a triathlon?
Definitely not. I mean, that sounds incredible. I really admire you for that.
Before we chat about your guys' number one with Lightwaves, let's get to know Benny Benassi and ANABEL England a little better with another round of Finky's favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
So, ANABEL, of course, you have been all over with shows. You've been back at the festivals. But what is your favorite thing to do in LA?
Okay, my favorite thing to do in LA is to eat. Specifics.
I want to come in LA with you.
I want to book my flight right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the first thing that comes to mind. But yeah, I love going to get food.
And Benny, I'm sure you're going to have the same answer, but what is your favorite thing to do in Italy?
Yeah, I love to do a food tour because, now you can visit all the best Italian restaurants. Now there is a lot of restaurants, very creative, with a lot of incredible chefs. So I love. Sometimes we travel by van and we stop in the good restaurant, and maybe after one or two, a couple of drinks, we sleep with the van on the parking on the restaurant. In the morning, we travel again.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be in trouble if I ever head over to Italy because, I mean, pasta upon pasta upon pasta, all day. Well, Benny, we were just talking about your triathlon. What was your favorite part of the triathlon?
To be honest, it's the bike, because when I was younger, I was a race biker. So the bike is of the three sport is the most comfortable for me, because I know very well the biking. I know very well my body when I'm biking. The most difficult was swimming, because on the lake that there was fish and everything, and also the smell was not good.
But what blows my mind about the whole thing is that the biking, and it was a mountain bike in the middle of it. You would think that they would put it like at the end, so you've already done everything else, and then you get to the mountain bike. Man. Well, ANABEL, you just recently became a parent. Congratulations again on that.
Thank you.
What has been your favorite thing of parenthood so far?
Well, I think, before I was pregnant, I had thought, the thought of having kids was terrifying because I just know the importance of what it is to raise a kid. And also I'm a very independent person. So I like to go do things on my own. Even though I have a partner, I still love to travel on my own, go out to eat, do things on my own. So the thought of having a kid was honestly terrifying. But once I heard my baby cry for the first time, when he was born, it was I just instantly got it. It just all kind of fell together, and I understood. It sounds cliche, but I understood the meaning of life. And that's why it was so powerful, because it's everyone comes from somewhat of a fucked up family, right? And I'm speaking for myself.
Nah, you're speaking for me too.
everyone, actually me. We all come from, whatever family, but the ability to be able to create my own family narrative and, take the time to be very thoughtful on how, I'm going to choose to be a parent, and also just seeing this little baby, excited to wake up, excited to learn new things, and just explore. And, I just feel when we get older, we just we lose our wonder. And to be able to see that, it inspires me to have the same thing, and to just always stay in touch with that. So that's just one of the many things that I'm really loving. And it's amazing. It really is. And I would never think that I would have said that. So I'm just I've changed a lot. It's crazy. It was meant to be.
Yeah, and God bless you for that. Just listening to all that, I'm like, man, I've got to have a kid. But then you realize that, if I do something to my cats, it might screw them up for a day, but it's not going to screw them up for their entire life.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that hopefully is that I'm, at least for my life, I'm always trying to learn of how to be a better person. So I think just having open communication as well, and just I don't know, but then that might be a way that screws them up in the future. You just don't know.
You don't.
Something, but I'm always going to keep an open mind and strive to be the best version of myself I can be. And if I mess up, I mess up, but at least, I'm doing my best. So
you're super nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Super nice.
I think that's how it
super
goes.
Nice.
Well, Benny Benassi, you being the godfather of dance music, of course, you have done countless shows. By the way, do you have any idea how many shows you've done in your career?
To be honest, no. But okay, we suppose 100 heavy hair, for 20 years.
Wow.
And before I was a resident DJ in Italy. So when I was young, I remember when I was resident DJ, I play like Friday, Saturday, Sunday afternoon, because sometimes the people, the young kids, they go to the club in the Sunday afternoon. So I was wrestling like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday night. When I was Marco Benassi, before that I was Benny Benassi.
Well, with all those shows, and as long as you've been doing it, do you have a favorite place that you've played, or maybe a favorite city or country?
Okay, if we talk about summer, I love playing Mykonos. There is this club called Cavo Paradiso. Is just on the rock, on the top of the rock, with all the water on the sea, and you can play. Last week I played till 6 o'clock in the morning, and when the sun came up, the atmosphere was very, very nice, and it was full of American, because now the American people, they like so much Greece and the island of Greece. And there was a lot of, I talk with the people and they say, hey, Benny, I'm from New York. Hey, Benny, I'm from LA. I'm Benny from Australia. And we were in Mykonos, It's one of my best clubs, but just because the position is crazy, the position of the club. But also, I love all the American festival, and I was lucky because I play at Coachella for 3 times. I love the atmosphere of the American festival, and I love the atmosphere of the California. California has a different vibe sometimes for the house music, I love when I can create an atmosphere during my set. I never prepare my set before, and I love when I can create with the people, because I receive a lot of energy from the dance floor, and I love to create my set during my set. You know what I mean?
And I think that's one of the cool things about playing in the States is pretty much every different region has a different sound and a different environment. Like you're saying with San Fran, with LA. I mean, obviously Florida's different, New York's different. So it's just, it's completely different everywhere you go. Now, Annabelle, you've got a birthday coming up. So happy early birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, September 1st. Right?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite birthday gift you've ever gotten?
The next one, I'm going to send you a present tomorrow, okay? Wait.
Okay. The one that he's about to send me is going to be my favorite.
That's your favorite. Well, Benny, you posted a picture, I want to say it was last week, of you in Greece playing at Mykonos, and you had a drink in your hand. What is your favorite drink?
It depends from the timing, atmosphere, and everything. But I like so much the Moscow Mule because it's not too hard. I don't like drink very hard. I like soft drink, but Moscow Mule is nice. I enjoy myself to do mixology sometimes. I don't pretend to be a bar attender. But I like it. I have a lot of friends, they teach me, and I like a lot. Now I know a little bit about gin tonic and everything.
So next Benny Benassi show you go to, you might catch him behind the bar serving drinks too, obviously.
Yeah, I always.
Now, Annabelle, now that you can drink again, what's your favorite drink?
I know, but actually I'm sober.
Congratulations on that. Absolutely. That is...
You're like, doom. But there is like a really tasty non-alcoholic. It's called Seedlip. It's like a liquor substitute. They make different flavors. So instead of like you would make a drink per usual, but instead of adding like vodka or whatever, you'd add the Seedlip. And there's a really tasty mocktail that I like that usually has like muddled cucumber and mint and Seedlip. And it's really refreshing and really good. So yeah, for all those non-alkies out there.
It sounds good. Yes. Thanks for the tip. Finally, with your smash Lightwaves going number 1, what is your favorite? Hard, slow, soft, or play? Annabelle?
Play.
Yes, I like it. Benny, how about you?
Soft.
I always knew you were a softie, Benny. Let's talk all things Lightwaves. So how did this song come together with you two? How was it born?
in my studio in Italy, we did a beat. One of the guys that work in my studio is Riccardo. He's one very young and talented guy. He made the beat, the first idea of the beat. We sent to one songwriter that we use sometimes to work with him, very, very talented. And we sent the first idea to ANABEL. And ANABEL, she changed the lyrics and she changed the part of the melody because at the beginning, I understand your point of view. I understand your point of view because at the beginning it was more pop maybe, but not clubbing. And ANABEL, I remember because my manager talked with this manager and with this producer and everything. And she wanted to do something more club and a little bit darker, not too much, but a little bit inside to the club. And I perfectly understand. We just came after the pandemic, so we needed club music. At the end, I was really happy. And the voice, sorry, I talk about you, but the voice was super sexy. And it was really, really, really nice, really good.
Thank you. Yeah, it was, I mean, to be able to be sent, like, they were like, I got a message, like, Benny Benassi would love to work with you on this song. So then I was like, oh, well, let me hear it, you know? And then, so then I heard it and I was like, yeah, I'm totally down. So as I was recording it, I was like, okay, yeah, I might want to change a few things here and there. And then, yeah, we finally had our song. I mean, it was just like I said, like, I just like the fact that this is even a thing is insane to me. You're an icon for real. It's like, it's crazy, you know?
ANABEL, would you ever think as a teenager that you would be on a song with Benny Benassi?
No. So I was telling my friends because like in 2010, I went to my first rave and it was like EDC LA. The last year was in Los Angeles. And so like that was when I was just starting to like explore the raver days and stuff. I mean, if you had told me then that like, okay, you know, you would have these number ones, Benny Benassi's going to reach out to you and ask if you want to do a song with him. And it's going to go to number one. Like, I don't know. I would just be like, okay. Just because how does it all happen? You know, it's not like, it's all like a chain of reaction. So it's just like, there's not been one path. It's just all kind of spiraled into this thing. And now we're here and it's pretty epic.
Well, believe me,
yeah, thank you.
I totally get that because, you know, when I first got into dance music, I was a fan of dance music, and now being able to interview legends like Benny Benassi, like speaking with you, ANABEL England, I would have never thought that this would have been a thing. So I totally get that looking back now. What is next for you, ANABEL England?
Next is more music, obviously. You know, I'm just working out right now what my next single is going to be. I have a few things that I really love that I want to put out. I'm doing a ton of shows. I have like a bunch of shows in Brazil all September. And it's going to be my first time back there since the pandemic. And that's one of my, like, I have a huge fan base out there. So I'm so excited to go back and like properly DJ and like have my own sets and everything. So it's going to be pretty fun. So I'm excited for that.
Well, congratulations on your 7th number one with Lightwaves. Yeah, you shake your head no, because that's pretty amazing. And Benny Benassi, congratulations on another number one for you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the rebirth of Satisfaction, which is incredible. It's the 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah. I'm so happy because I was in Miami. We were in the on the backstage of Medusa, and David Guetta was there with me on the backstage, and we talk about music, and we listen the set of Medusa. It was, you know, after pandemic, it was more electro and very energetic, and music was really good. And I talk with David, and they say, "Hey, I listen your remix of Phyllis the House Cat," and we talk about maybe old song that we can be remixed, and they say, "Hey, mate, it's 20 years of Satisfaction. Maybe you like it." And they say me, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, I think about," because when Satisfaction was released 20 years ago, the first country that pushed a lot Satisfaction was France. And David was big over there, and he played a lot of Satisfaction. And he said me, "Hey, you know what? I want to think about." And after 2 months, He sent me the first, was a kind of mashup, kind of bootleg. And they said, whoa, I love it. Because, the sound now is, you can play in every set. Now you can play during a house music set, or if you can play in an electro set. And so I'm happy, after 20 years.
It definitely kept the classic sound to it, but also updated it, which is amazing. Really quickly, let's talk about the original. How did that song come together? And how long did that take you guys to make?
So at that time, I worked with my producer, that is my cousin. We worked together for 16 years. Now we take a break. And at the beginning, we want to do, instrumental song just for club, because at that time, I remember I was resident DJ in Italy, and I play a lot. You remember Funk by Robbie Rivera?
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
A Miami. Yeah. And at that time, I play a lot this kind of music, just instrumental with this big bass line, And we want to do something. This was our inspiration. We want to do something like that, just an instrumental. I remember that I test on the club, and I come back in studio and I say to Ale, hey, it's crazy. We need to find maybe a voice, because maybe a gimmick, some voice gimmick. And this was who I remember. I remember this.
And it's such an amazing classic. I'm so happy that you guys decided to update it with the 20th anniversary. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on your number one with Lightwaves, Benny Benassi.
ANABEL, thank you so much for your great voice. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Of course. No, thank you. I really, really love this song. I love performing it. And everyone, when I play it in my sets, everyone's like excited for it. You can tell they know it. And it's awesome. And people are like reaching out to me saying they're hearing it at like Core Power Yoga and Vegas, like on the radio and stuff. So I'm like, oh.
Amazing.
That's so incredible.
Guys, just 1 second. I want to say thank you to our record company, to our manager, because they made a lot of work for put together the song and everything. So I want to say thank you. And thank you to you, Brian, to push our music. So thank you, guys. Much appreciated,
Of course.
I'm so excited.
Of course, shout out to Phil Nieves and Ultra, everybody over there that made it happen. Benny Benassi, ANABEL England. Thank you for your time on America's Dance 30.